All right, we are here. Right. Um, I was doing some home reno. Okay. So I'm, was just about to go to bed, but I was like, I want to, get a weekend read, but I didn't feel like doing the whole sitting at the desk thing. Okay. So here we are. Okay. In my most comfortable space. All right. But that's when the readings are like the best. Okay. When you're in your most authentic, um, when you are your most authentic self. Okay, so um, let's just get some messages. I want to see, what you can expect this weekend. I kind of did a reading for myself before I started the live so that I can get an idea of how the reading will flow or how I want it to flow. I hope the reading benefits you. I hope it finds you well, or if you're not well right now, it helps you. Okay, and gives you some either heads up or some clarity or some answers for this weekend. Okay. I'm just gonna use a couple decks and then tarot deck, like a couple oracle decks and then a tarot deck. And yeah, let's just, dive into it. All right. If the reading does not resonate, don't try to make it. Okay. And yeah, we're gonna start with the collective energy and then go down. All right. Thank you guys for being here. Do like, comment, share, and subscribe. What are your plans for the weekend? Mhm. What do you have planned for this weekend so far? I'm doing home renovation. Okay, that's what I'm doing all weekend. Right. So for the collective, okay. This is for the collective, Holy Spirit, angels in heaven. Thank you so much for allowing me to um, gather with everyone this evening and do the weekend energy. Please give messages that are clear and beneficial for everyone. Right. This is for the collective. What can the collective expect this weekend, Spirit? Please make it clear. What can the collective expect this weekend? Right. For the collective, Spirit, what can the collective expect this weekend? Okay, good. Fading feelings. Okay. Oh, it was 3. When the feelings start fading, what's left? Reflect on what you're holding on to. Is it the past or potential? Okay. So you could be in a situation where the feelings are not the same. Okay. You also have no strings attached. Okay. It starts with no strings, but even the most casual ties can tangle fast when the boundaries get blurred. Okay. So no strings attached and still standing. You didn't let hard times become a breaking point. This is a love that deepens with every test. Okay. All right. So, and then you have digital love on the bottom. You're vibing through the screens, but don't romanticize a connection that hasn't been tested in real life. All right. All right. So this could be something that's like you could be interacting with someone that's, fairly new or distant. Maybe the feelings are fading. With no strings attached, it seems like it's not really serious. Okay. Maybe it's given potential and not anything real. But with the still standing energy, it's like, have you guys been through some things? Like, have you had any, like, tests in the connection to, like, say that you are still standing? Let's clarify it. Okay. I'm just using another oracle deck. Clarify fading feelings for the collective, Spirit. Fading feelings. Young female, youthful music, fashion. Okay. And gifts, surprises, presents, openings. Right. Because of the mature male. All right. Okay. Older male, mature in age. Okay. So if the feelings are fading, maybe it's because of like, the masculine and the feminine, being very different. It seems like the feminine is like young, masculine's older, you know. Mm, maybe, there's an opportunity for presenting each other with a gift or vice versa. I don't know. Clarifying no strings attached for the collective. It doesn't even have to be like young and old in age. It can be like just energy, energy wise. No strings attached. Okay. Beauty queen, shining on stage, adored. Okay. So this could be someone that's like admired because of obstacles, blocks, pathways, delays. All right. Yeah. So if it seems like it's an energy of like keeping things, casual, maybe because of, the feminine being young, beautiful, maybe like social, and maybe there's an obstacle. Okay. Maybe that is an obstacle, that the feminine is young, beautiful, social, right? Still standing. Why is this here for the collective? Okay. Children, childlike innocence, fun. Okay. With career on the bottom, business success, advancement. Okay. Um, maybe something is still like going because of children and responsibilities with career on the bottom, like maybe like business success or career or something like that. Clarify digital love as the overall energy. Digital love for the collective. Yeah, career came out, right? With dating queen on the bottom. Opportunities, dates, abundance. Okay. Mhm. So things could be kind of like where it says digital love, you're vibing through the screens. It can be like, more so distant. And like maybe just, communicating through technology because of like business and career. But let's clarify collective. Okay. Yeah, fading feelings, right? There could be a betrayal or an ending that someone's ready to move on from. Okay. Yeah, this could be something that someone is thinking about. They're thinking about, the conflict or the block or the interference, you know. So if feelings are fading, maybe someone's, noticing that. Okay. Someone could give someone a gift, right? Uh, clarify fading feelings for the collective. Fading feelings. The Queen of Pentacles, the Nine of Cups, Two of Swords, Two of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords. Okay. With the Empress on the bottom. Okay. So the feminine is either being looked at as a wish fulfilled, or the feminine is going to get their wishes fulfilled. Um, Especially with young female in gifts. Okay. Um, this could be something that was avoided because of someone juggling. It doesn't necessarily have to be juggling two options, but it can just be doing a lot. Okay. But it does seem like things are moving into a better state with the Six of Swords. And it's because of the Empress. Okay. But it's an opportunity for advancement, I feel. Or, the desire of wanting things to grow. Okay. Clarify no strings attached for the collective. With Beauty Queen, no strings attached for the collective. Clarify this energy. No strings attached. Okay. The Tower and the Ace of Swords. Okay. So there could be like a sudden, truth. Okay. Um, Maybe as to why things have been like no strings attached. Because the Seven of Swords energy is definitely on the bottom. Like either someone's not trusting someone's actions or someone's not being honest about their actions. Okay. And with no strings attached and Beauty Queen, and obstacle came out. I remember that. Um, I feel like if the feminine is like, social or active or coming through as like a beauty queen, that could have been an obstacle where someone didn't trust their actions. Clarify still standing. It's like even with the trust issues being there, it's like, the connection is still vibrant, it's still fun, it's still enjoyable. Clarify still standing, because still standing is clarified by children, which says childlike, innocence, fun. Okay. The Knight of Swords, the Four of Swords, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Six of Wands. Okay. Because of the Four of Cups. That's like boredom, right? Yeah. So the Knight of Swords energy is like being like sure of your decisions or sure in your communication. This could be someone that's looking to recover a long-term commitment, okay, with the Ten of Pentacles, or like to make something more successful than maybe it has been with the Four of Cups energy. Okay. Someone could be, being like very decisive as far as in their communication to repair or heal a long-term commitment so that that is successful. Okay. Digital love is clarified by the Death energy, the Fool, the Five of Wands, and the Six of Cups. Okay. All right. So yeah, Three of Swords is on the bottom. So it's definitely giving the energy overall collective that someone is like, okay, enough of being foolish, or especially like if there's like an interference or a block from someone's past. Okay. And that block could be grief with the Three of Swords energy that someone could be carrying with them. Okay. This could be something that someone is like battling with mentally. Okay. And therefore holding back. Right. Yeah. Because there is an energy where feelings could be fading. This isn't something that has actually become serious because of no strings attached. There could be a reason why. Yeah. And then still standing here is like, like even through, I feel like the fading feelings and the no strings attached energy is like there's still a desire. Okay. Yeah. So it's like it's definitely giving the energy of like, enough of the foolishness. Okay. So what can you expect this weekend, collective? The feminine may get a gift. There could be a sudden truth. Okay. And maybe like acts to have something be more successful, like a connection be more successful. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. It's like someone's determined to make it work. Okay. It's like determined to bring back the joy, bring back the happiness. Okay. So, because they feel it's time. Okay. All right. So moving on to Pisces. I'm gonna go backwards, y'all. I'm gonna go backwards. Who's here with me? What's going on? Oh, hey, Andrea. It is. Hey, Danielle. Thank you for being here. Right. Let's move on to Pisces. Right. For Pisces spirit, what can Pisces expect this weekend? Please make it clear. What can Pisces expect this weekend? Okay. You got love is love on the bottom. Can't help you love, Love is love. Right? All right, Spirit. You have different worlds. This connection crosses cultures, timelines, or belief systems. And that creates both fascination and friction. Okay. So you may be interacting with someone where you are like in two completely different worlds. All right. And it's because things are undefined. Okay. You're sharing energy, time, and maybe even intimacy, but no one's naming what this is. If you feel uncertain, it's because the foundation is unclear. Okay. And look, lingering X is right behind that. Okay. The foundation could be unclear because of a lingering X. Okay. Just, it just is what it is. Just is what it is. Okay, Pisces. Not me. I didn't put it. Spirit did it. All right. So why is different worlds here? What Pisces can expect this weekend, Spirit. All right. Career. Okay. Business success and advancement. Right? Because of travel, vacation, honeymoon, enjoyment. Okay. So maybe you and someone are like in different worlds when it comes to career, like how you make your money versus how someone else makes their money, right? Why is undefined here? For Pisces. Undefined. Beauty queen, shining on stage, adored. Okay. Because of work. Okay. So again, it's about work, money. Okay. Maybe that's the reason why things are undefined, because of someone being like adored at work. Okay. The feminine could be like shining at work. Okay. Maybe you guys are on, in different worlds when it comes to work, It could be like white collar, blue collar, or someone could be like, in, I'm not gonna say show business, but like entertainment, and someone else be more like conservative, It says different worlds, Okay. But it says the connection crosses cultures, timelines, or belief systems, and that creates both fascination and friction. Okay, so it's still like something that like maintains, like where someone still maintains their interest. Okay. All right, let's see. Why is different worlds here as what Pisces can expect this weekend? Why is different worlds here? No. Okay. All right. I ain't like how that came out. Let's do this again. Okay. All right, Spirit, please make it clear. Clarify different worlds. Okay. All right. So this the Emperor came out, but it flipped in reverse. Okay, this is someone that that's like almost like doubting themselves. Maybe they don't feel like, like they can match the feminist energy or something like that, because the 5 of Cups is on the bottom. This could be something that they, like regret, like not stepping up, or not coming forward in their, best energy, Okay. The Ace of Swords, the Lovers, the Queen of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. Okay. So the Ace of Swords, the Lovers, um, Queen of Swords, and the Ace of Wands. Right. I feel like Pisces this weekend, you might have a conversation about y'all connection, okay? Because it is undefined, right? So someone may actually want to tell you a truth, like actually like just talk to you and like, maybe like clear things up. Because with the Four of Wands energy and the Ten of Cups, it kind of looks as if someone wants more with you. Okay. So it's like maybe having like a honest conversation about your connection. Um, and someone being more like transparent about like their feelings. With the Ace of Wands energy, it is giving like, a connection that's not really serious, okay, especially with the undefined. And it's like someone wants more just than just undefined. Okay, so undefined is here with beauty queen. So the feminine could actually be coming through as like, shining on stage, adored, maybe liked by a lot of people or seen in a way. Okay. Maybe this, because this is the bottom of the deck. So it's the because, it's the why. The masculine who is coming through as the emperor reverse. Okay. Which is someone that's like almost like a coward, right? That's the energy. I ain't saying that they are. Okay. It's the energy. It's like, feels that they have to be honest, or they need to maybe like reveal their feelings or something. Okay, clarify undefined for Pisces. Okay. The Queen of Cups and the Three of Swords. Did you hurt this person? Well, no. Let's see. Clarify. Oh, okay. All right. The Eight of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So Pisces, this is what it is. Someone sees you as the beauty queen, okay, because you fell out right on the beauty queen energy, and they want to work on like the procrastination in your connection. Like, if things have been going rather slow, it's undefined, you're living your life. Y'all have, functioning in like two different worlds. Yeah. With the Nine of Swords energy and the Eight of Cups, if someone, like pulled their energy back or kind of mess things up in a way, this could be something they're addressing. It's like they want to work on what's been kind of maybe holding the two of you up. Okay. So you guys could be having a conversation this weekend about your connection. Hmm. They may ask you to make a decision about your connection, like whether it stays as undefined or if it becomes something real. Okay. I feel like the masculine is coming through as the emperor reverse because of you two being in like two different worlds. When it comes to your career, you can be someone that's like seen and known and making a name for yourself, and maybe they don't feel like they can match you in a way. Okay. Hmm. Because career and work, both of them came out. Okay. Career and work, right? So expect to have a conversation with your masculine Pisces this weekend. That's what I have for you, shit. Moving on to Aquarius. Okay. All right. Holy Spirit, angels in heaven. This is for Aquarius. What can the Aquarians expect this weekend? Okay. Infatuation is on the bottom. Let's see. What can Aquarius expect this weekend, spirits? Happily ever after. Okay. You're no longer wondering if it's the right person. You're building something beautiful with them. Okay. So it's given happily ever after, right? And it's because of power couple. You amplify each other's gifts and elevate each other's goals. You're building more than a relationship, you're building an empire. Okay. This is someone you see. You may, and it could be someone new because someone new is behind that. Okay. This could be someone that you feel like you can definitely create a life with. You know, right? Yeah, yeah. When I cut the deck, it gave family. Okay, yeah, family and home. Oh, it's definitely giving happily ever after. Okay, all right. Why is happily ever after here as what Aquarius can expect this weekend? Happily ever after. The children, childlike innocence, fun. Okay, because of mature man. Right? Older male, mature in age. Okay. Clarify power couple. Dating. Okay. Whining, dining, romance. Right. Because of communication, texting, phone calls, online. Okay. Triangle is behind that. Doesn't have to be a factor. I'm just saying. It's there. Okay. Let's see. Why is happily ever after here is what Aquarius can expect this weekend. Happily ever after for Aquarius as the energy that Aquarius can expect this weekend with children. Okay. The death energy came out, but it didn't flip over. Okay. With the hangman on the bottom, too. There could be a transformation because of a change in perspective or something that might have been rather stuck could be, transforming in a way. Clarify happily ever after. For Aquarius. Okay. The world, the Knight of Pentacles, and the Hangman. Exactly what I just said. Okay. So someone definitely sees you as happily ever after. Okay. Maybe they want children. Maybe they just want to enjoy a life with you, fun. Okay. Just be happy. So they want to like close out a cycle if things have been moving rather slow. Okay. Let's say things haven't been progressing much at all. Okay. A new cycle could be beginning between the two of you because of someone changing their perspective on things. Okay. With the star and the Empress. Okay. You are the star, Aquarius. And so this is someone that's like, interested in progressing things forward with you. Okay. It's like they see the happily ever after energy with you. Okay. Yeah. Queen of Pentacles and the Tower, Three of Cups. Okay, this could be someone that sees you as like financially stable and responsible. Okay, like as if they can build a home, build a life with you. Okay, clarify power couple with dating for Aquarius. Okay, okay. The Seven of Cups, the Six of Swords, and the Six of Cups. Okay, so there could have been some concerns, and this could be like because of someone's past, maybe the past between the two of you. But this is about moving things into a better state. Okay, moving past the past. Okay, so this is moving away from the worry and moving past what could have happened in the past because of someone communicating what they plan to do, especially if they were resisting. With the Strength card, could be a Leo. But it's someone that was like probably more so resisting. It's definitely giving procrastinating. That cycle is ending, this weekend. Okay, it can be the initiation of it, especially with communication being here. Maybe you guys are talking about it because of someone's perspective being different. Clarify communication for Aquarius, Spirit. Clarify communication for Aquarius. Yep. Tower. There's that tower. No, Ten of Swords. Because of Three of Swords. So maybe the communication ended between the two of you. Mm. Okay. Communication could have ended between the two of you because of maybe something that happened, where there was grief or um, pain, heartache. Okay. Maybe you guys are communicating about an ending that could have caused grief, heartache, pain. Okay. Maybe someone was holding back emotionally. They weren't expressing themselves. They were holding back how they felt. Okay. You guys could be talking about that this weekend because this is someone that's like ready to begin a new cycle. Okay. They see happily ever after with you, Aquarius. Yeah, and they're changing their perspective on things. They were like digging their heels in. They definitely could be changing their, changing that this weekend with the changing their tone. Yeah, yeah. Someone was definitely holding back how they felt, holding back on maybe expressing themselves or being more open or more vulnerable. Okay, and this is something that they've been thinking about with the Hermit energy. Could be a Virgo, but someone's been thinking about that. Okay. And they've also been thinking about, okay, how things could be growing. Okay. How things could grow. Okay. So that's why perspective is changing. It's like someone's coming out of that stubborn energy. Okay. So it seems like you're getting some communication also this weekend, Aquarius. Okay. So it's like a lot of talking happening this weekend. Right. So moving on to Capricorn. Right. Holy Spirit, angels in heaven. This is for Capricorn. What can Capricorn expect this weekend? For Capricorn, one more. Right. Love lessons is on the bottom. Okay. It says, don't let a history of failed relationships get you down. Gather the lessons and ditch the baggage. Okay. Don't take that with you going forward. Okay. For Capricorn spirit, what can Capricorn expect this weekend? What can Capricorn expect this weekend? Rushing things. Okay. All right. It says, rushing through the romance, hit pause and let things simmer. Good things take time, and so does lasting love. Okay. So spirit is like, if you guys are rushing things or if you're rushing through love and romance, hit pause. Because infatuation, it feels electric, but remember, it's easy to mistake a new crush for love. Keep your heart in check while you ride the high. Okay. Don't go too quickly. Okay. This could be someone you see as a travel partner because travel partner was right behind that. You guys could be talking about traveling. You get all excited and stuff like, oh, yeah, this is my person. The spirit, like, calm down. Okay. Like, calm down. Just calm down. For Capricorn spirit, clarify this message for Capricorn. You rushing things this weekend, Capricorn. Okay. An open relationship is on the bottom of this deck. Why is rushing things here for Capricorn? Is what Capricorn can expect. Long distance, foreign things, distance. Okay. Okay, so you could be rushing things because of distance, right? Or someone's rushing things with you because of distance. And it's all because of past love. In the past, past lover. Okay. Now, remember on the bottom of the deck, it was like, don't let your past, like take the lessons you learned, but leave the baggage behind. You know, don't rush into something new because of maybe distance from your past. Okay. Clarify infatuation. Okay. It does seem like you're, enamored by someone. Okay. Could be someone new. Right. Clarify infatuation here for Capricorn. Right. Freedom. Okay. You can be free from your past, right? It says casual, being single, lightness. Okay. And I feel like this is what's opening up, this energy of like excitement. You're infatuated with someone. Destiny is on the bottom. Luck, chance, meant to be. Okay. All right. So you are getting this freedom because that's part of your destiny. You weren't meant to be attached to whoever you were attached to. Right. But don't rush things if you're like, encountering someone new and the infatuation is there, like don't rush things because of you having distance from past love. Okay. Clarify rushing things for Capricorn. Okay. Yeah, you might have walked away from a family situation. Okay. Um, or vice versa. Apply how it fits. Okay. Yeah. Maybe something you were committed to, right? Hmm. Yeah. Maybe this was delayed because of someone maybe like not being honest with themselves. Okay. Clarify rushing things for Capricorn. Okay. The Knight of Wands, the Moon, and the Queen of Cups. All right, so okay. So someone's rushing because it's like, okay, um, maybe they suppressed how they felt. They were, like um afraid or scared to like, go towards love, maybe because of past, a past love situation. So they kept their distance. And so now that, um someone feels free or they're building this infatuation, it's like maybe they want to rush, you know. Yeah, yeah. So someone could have been, stagnating towards making a move because of a unhealthy past or an attachment. Maybe feeling burden. Okay. But now that someone might have that freedom, they want to rush into something. It's where it's like, chill. Okay. All right. Why is infatuation here for Capricorn? Okay. Yeah. The Chariot and the Hermit. Okay. So this is definitely like the Hermit energy is like, someone that's like goes within. It's, typically like alone. They're, by themselves. They're quiet, right? If you're, becoming free, now you're ready to just explore. Okay. So it's like someone's ready to go. Okay. With the Chariot, it's like I'm ready to go. Okay. Clarify infatuation. Okay. And if they're feeling infatuated, or if there is a feeling of infatuation, that can encourage the go feeling. Okay. The Seven of Pentacles, because of the King of Cups. So Spirit is asking you or whoever, I'm going to say you, Capricorn. Spirit is asking you to evaluate things because with the King of Cups energy, like you could be just, just feeling all the feels. Okay. So it's like, take your time, more so. Really look at things. Okay. The Strength card and the Queen of Pentacles, right? Because of justice, right? Hmm. Yeah. Mhm. Yeah. If okay. Remember when I said like someone is like maybe wants to rush into taking action because maybe they suppress their feelings or they were afraid or there's something with the moon energy when it comes to love. Okay. But Spirit is saying like there's a reason for that moon. Okay. That moon, there's a reason for that moon. And so, before you like rush into, something new or rush into this connection, Spirit is asking you to evaluate where that resistance came from. Okay. Um, because there was justice in something being delayed. Okay. It was delayed for a reason, right? If there was distance between you and someone, it was distance for a reason because the Seven of Swords is right there as well. That's dishonesty, that's something, not on the up and up. Look, the High Priest is right behind that. Stuff you don't know. So don't rush in. Okay. Just don't rush in, Capricorn. All right. Give it time. It ain't, like don't rush in. It's good that you're feeling good, or vice versa, apply how it fits. But Spirit's like, don't rush in. Okay. So someone could be trying to rush towards you this weekend or vice versa. If you find that, energy, like, the infatuation is definitely there. You're talking about traveling, it's all excitement and all that. Okay, that's cool. But also keep in mind that there was resistance at one point. Okay. Okay. All right. Mm-hmm. Moving on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius. All right. All right. For all the Saggy spirit, what can Sag expect this weekend? For all the Sagittarius. One more. Okay. Soulmate bond is on the bottom. It says, when you know, you just know. This soulmate connection is deep and real. This is that no explanation needed kind of love. Listen. What can Sagittarius expect this weekend, Spirit? Okay. Afraid to love. Okay. It's natural to guard your heart, but remember, every leap of faith is a chance for a beautiful landing. Okay. So Spirit's like, it's okay to guard your heart, but don't restrict yourself. Okay. Because of digital love. You're vibing through the screens, but don't romanticize a connection that hasn't been tested in real life. Okay. Yeah. Maybe you're keeping something light, no strings attached, it's just it's innocent, maybe. And this could be because of someone being afraid to love. This can be the reason why Afraid to Love came out. Why is this here for Sagittarius this weekend? Okay. Karma. Toxic story, new opportunities. Okay. Because of soulmate, great connection, relationship. Right. So Sagittarius, you could be getting maybe a new opportunity. Okay. If you are afraid to love, it could be because of your past experiences, but you could be getting a new opportunity, right? And it's because of maybe, the desire for you to be in a relationship. Like maybe you want to be in a relationship. Why is digital love here for Sagittarius? This is like digital love for Sag. Digital love. Dating, whining, dining, romance, and true love, pure love, honest connection. Okay. Because of destiny, luck, chance, meant to be. Okay. So you're meant to like meet someone, Sagittarius. Okay. Um, maybe you're, keeping things like, 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 like limited. I'm gonna say limited because with digital love, you can be like talking to this person through the phone, social media, something like that, but maybe not allowing the two of you to come together because of this energy of afraid to love. Okay. But if spirit is giving you a new opportunity, it could, it's for a reason. Okay. It's so that you can date. It's so that you can find a healthy um connection. Okay. So don't push it away. Okay. Right. Yeah. Change your perspective. Yeah. Mhm. Clarify afraid to love for Sagittarius. Why is this here this weekend? Afraid to love for Sag. Mhm. The Page of Swords with the Nine of Pentacles. Spirit wants you to know that you're ready. Okay. You're ready to be in a connection maybe again. Okay. To explore love again. Right. Know that you're ready. Yeah, maybe someone wants to talk to you. Okay, because of them being ready. But I feel like spirit wants you to know that you're ready. Clarify afraid to love. Right? The Four of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. Okay. You could be pushing an opportunity away, okay, because of you being uncertain. Okay. Maybe even like keeping yourself limited, right? Someone could be like communicating to you, some exciting, news because of them maybe sharing their emotions with you, or wanting to share how they feel with you. And I feel like that's the reason why Spirit is saying that, that you are ready, wants you to know that you're ready, okay? So that you don't push it away, right? Why is afraid to love here for Sagittarius? Yeah, they want to commit to you, okay? But with the Five of Swords energy on the bottom, you're like, I don't know about that. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, Spirit's like, it's time to end that cycle. It's time to let something that could have ended, like, if you went through a loss in a connection, something like that. It's time to let that ending go. Like, it happened, it's done. Okay. So it's kind of giving the energy similar to Capricorn, where it's like, take the lessons you've learned from past experiences and keep moving forward. Like, don't take the baggage with you. Take the lesson and keep moving forward. Clarify digital love. Okay. Yeah, you're making things maybe more difficult, the Ten of Wands energy, because of you being afraid. Okay. Um. mhm. Yeah. Digital love. Okay. Yeah, this is someone that is expressing themselves to you with the King of Cups energy, but you don't trust them. Okay. You're not trusting what they're saying. You're not hearing them out. Okay. They could be maybe apologizing to you, or maybe just I don't even have to be an apology, because I don't even feel that way. With the Page of Cups energy, I feel like this someone's just, telling you how they feel, maybe it was giving you like sweet nothings, and you're questioning. Your mind is like, you know, playing tricks on you. Your mind is going because of you not trusting in what's being presented to you. Clarify digital love for Sagittarius. Okay. Yeah. Two of Cups and a Nine of Pentacles. Change your perspective. Okay. This is an opportunity for union. Okay. And with the Nine of Pentacles being there, is going back to the message. You are ready for it. Okay, Sagittarius. Okay. So please change your perspective. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Someone's coming towards you and you could be resisting them because of your past. Okay. Yeah. So someone could want to talk to you this weekend, and you may push them away, but this is someone that's looking to commit to you. All right. They feel guilty for maybe like holding back their emotions, or not expressing to you, or sharing, their emotions with you. Could be a water sign, but they want union and you're ready for this. Change your perspective. Okay. So again, someone wants to talk to you too. So a lot of conversations happening this weekend. A lot of conversations. Okay. The same. A lot of communication. Ow. My old legs. Okay, sorry. All right. For Scorpio spirit, what can Scorpio expect this weekend? What can Scorpio expect this weekend, spirit? Ooh, that flipped out. One more. Okay. Toxic talk is on the bottom. The way you're speaking to each other is causing harm, not healing. Words have energy. And right now, they're wounding. Okay. So if you have been talking crazy to somebody, Spirit's like, that ain't helping. Okay. So what can Scorpio expect this weekend, Spirit? What can Scorpio expect this weekend? Blocked. Okay. Because you're not about to keep talking to me crazy. This the energy is given. Okay. Blocked. Okay. It's things to be blocked, but try not to take it personally. Value those who value you and don't chase the ghosts. Okay. All right. We're going to clarify it. And it's because of friend zone. One of you wants more, but the other only sees this as a friendship. You can't force chemistry. when it's not there. Okay. And this can be unspoken feelings, like, maybe someone hasn't said that, but if you feel blocked or if you are being blocked, it's because the feelings are not the same, right? And this can be causing arguments, but it is what it is, right? Saying harsh things to one another is not helping the situation. Okay. For Scorpio. Mhm. All right. Clarify block for Scorpio spirit. New love. Okay. New person, unknown person. Okay. So someone could be blocked because, of new love. All right. And money is on the bottom. Wealth, luck, finances. Okay. With dark male behind that. Okay. Um, so someone could be blocked because of a new love with money. I don't know. Friend zone. Why is friend zone here? Dark male and money both came out because of courting man. Okay. So someone is being put in a friend zone, okay, because of them, because of a dark male with money that they're, could be courting. They see you as a friend, Scorpio. That's not something to get angry about. Recognize what it is and go from there. But don't become toxic, where y'all arguing or something like that. Clarify block with new love for Scorpio. Okay. The Hierophant with the Six of Wands. Mhm. Blocked. Why is this here for Scorpio this weekend? Could be doing for Taurus. Okay. The Eight of Cups and the Knight of Swords. Okay. Because of the Queen of Swords. Okay. Okay. So I feel like, okay. Okay. This can be a commitment that was very public, right? Like maybe got like a lot of attention. This would be something that everyone knew about. Okay. It was, you know, it was known, right? And then someone could have walked away. Okay. And this walk away could have happened rather abruptly. Okay. Like out of nowhere. Okay. And it's because of the Queen of Swords and the Four of Wands. Okay. Maybe the feminine was angry. Okay. Um, and made a decision about the relationship. Um, mhm. The Temperance energy with the King of Swords is saying that maybe they made peace with the masculine. Like, we're good. We're not beefing anymore. Okay, yes, I walked away from the commitment, made a decision about our relationship. But they made peace with the masculine, right? Okay. So the feminine put the masculine in a friend zone. Like, we good. Like, that's what it is, right? Okay. So if the masculine feels blocked from the feminine, it's because the feminine may have new love. Okay. Clarify. Yep. Spirit's like, yep, with the sun card. Yeah. The feminine has new love. Clarify new love. Yeah. Okay. The Six of Cups. Okay. Okay. Does the masculine know that the feminine has new love? So now they want to reconcile? Let me see. Clarify friend zone for Scorpio. Friend zone for Scorpio. Yeah. The masculine feels left out in the code. Okay. With the Five of Pentacles. Um, But okay, even though the masculine feels left out in the code, Spirit is saying is that was justice because with the Three of Cups energy and the High Priestess, like there was probably a third party that was being hidden. Okay, like so the masculine kind of just should almost like see it as a blessing. Okay, clarify friend zone. Okay, is an offer created. Is yeah, and okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So the offer, okay. This Page of Pentacles that the feminine offered to the masculine to like be friends, okay? It created this like unhealthy attachment, okay? Where now the masculine may feel like, I want to reconcile, I want to fix things, and the feminine done moved on to someone new, right? Which was justice because I feel like the third party was always hidden there somewhere, okay? But with the Six of Swords energy, it's like maybe things can move into a better state now that the feminine has someone else. Okay. And so if the masculine is feeling rather alone, okay, um, maybe they should, well, I feel like spirit is asking you to like change your perspective. Okay. Um, I feel like this energy of boredom and dissatisfaction is going to help the masculine realize some things. Okay. Like, like how this is almost like a blessing. Okay. Um, so this weekend, Scorpio, the masculine may feel blocked by the feminine. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Clarify blocked again for the weekend for Scorpio. Yeah. They're gonna tell you, or you're gonna know. They're gonna tell you, or you're gonna know that you're blocked. Clarify blocked again for Scorpio this weekend. Okay. Yeah, you might feel disappointed by it. Okay. The masculine may be disappointed by it. Okay. Because it's like, like truly closing out a cycle with the feminine. Yeah. Yeah, and it's like the feminine is like making a definite decision about the family, because the feminine made a decision to walk away from that. Okay, so unfortunately, that's what you can expect this weekend. But I feel like for the masculine, spirit is asking you to change your perspective on this because it's almost like you're being protected. All right, for Libra. Okay, Libra. What can you expect this weekend? For Libra spirit, what can Libra expect this weekend? Mm. Right. Honeymoon phase is on the bottom. This is the beginning. Beautiful, euphoric, and full of potential. Let it unfold, but don't ignore the details beneath the romance. Okay. All right. Let's see. For Libra spirit, what can Libra expect this weekend? Oh, excellent. Open relationship. An open relationship isn't for the faint heart. Set clear rules, communicate, and be respectful of boundaries. Explore with care. That's real open. Unspoken feelings. You're not imagining the undercurrent. There's an emotional charge here that no one's fully naming yet. Okay. So you might be in an open relationship with someone, but there are feelings there. Okay. Physical passion. This connection is charged with desire. Just make sure hearts aren't getting lost in the heat. Okay. Maybe that's, contributing to the feelings that are getting involved because still standing. You didn't let hard times become a breaking point. This is a love that deepens with every test, right? And sharing space is right behind that. You guys could be spending a lot of time together, okay? But keeping it friendly, keeping it open, no real rules or expectations. Okay? But there are unspoken feelings here, right? And passion and desire. Okay. Look. Children, childlike innocence, fun. Okay. It's fun in the moment. Okay. It's fun in the moment because of short term, quick fling, endings, time. Okay. Yeah. Blonde female right behind that. You see how they say blondes have the most fun? Yeah, it's fun in the moment, but feelings are involved. Okay. Feelings are involved. Still standing. Watch this here. Past love. Okay, you could be interacting with a past love. Okay, in the past lover. Okay, that you feel like you guys are still standing, even though y'all been through stuff. Like y'all still can come together and connect. That's cool. Okay, but if you keeping it open and the passion and all that is still there, feelings are getting involved. Okay, feelings are there. Right. Okay. Clarify open relationship and hidden feelings and passion with children for Libra. Okay. The Ten of Pentacles, the Four of Wands, and the Page of Swords. Okay. Could be someone you was in a long-term commitment with. Because of the Star and the Ten of Swords. Someone wants to heal things now. Okay. Could be someone you were in a long-term commitment with. Okay. They want to talk about that. Okay. Talk about maybe recovering it. Okay. Recovering a betrayal from the past. Okay. Maybe they are disappointed that happened. Okay. Or, want to overcome those disappointments. Right. Clarify still standing. Okay. Page of Wands, the Four of Cups, and the Four of Swords. So someone is communicating what they plan to do to maybe repair things. They don't like how things, are between the two of you. It's like they want to recover, the connection. They want things to maybe like get back to how things were, okay? Because of them missing you with the Five of Pentacles, right? Yeah, this could be someone that feels like they sabotaged a good thing or messed up a good thing. If you were in a long-term commitment with someone, they want to talk about that. We'll talk about repairing it. You could be interacting with this person right now, but maybe just keeping it open and having fun. Feelings are getting involved. It ain't open or having fun. Okay. It's all of that. Okay. Yeah, it's fun, but it ain't open. Not to them. Okay. Yeah. Anything else for Libra? You can have children with this person. Okay. Or it's just, innocent. It's, it feels good to someone. The Ace of Pentacles, the Hierophant, the Queen of Cups, and Temperance. Yeah, someone wants a new beginning with you. They want to commit, and they want the feminine to be okay with it. Okay. It's like, I want the feminine to be okay with it. Yeah, it's almost like they want the feminine to open up their heart. Okay. Because they want it to really work out. This is the offer that's being presented with the Page of Pentacles. It's like, can we repair this? Can we work on it? Like they want to start fresh, like recommit even. And they want you to open up your heart, the feminine to open up their heart and be okay with it. Yep. The Knight of Cups. Someone is definitely coming in, being romantic, giving of themselves emotionally because they want union with the Two of Cups. Okay. They want to come together in union. So Libra, if you've been keeping it light and free, thinking, oh, we just, keeping it open, it ain't nothing serious. It's definitely serious for them. Okay. Feelings are definitely involved. Maybe they haven't said it, but they're gonna say it this weekend. Okay. They're gonna tell you because they're gonna show you that they want to repair things. They want you to be open to it. They want you to be open with repairing things, or vice versa. You know how I apply it, how it fits. Okay. Moving on to let me check my phone. Big sister's making a little sister wash her dish. Ain't mad at that. It's just what it is. Wash your dish. Right. Virgo, let's see. What can you expect this weekend? For Virgo spirit, what can Virgo expect this weekend? One more. All right. Block passion was on the bottom. When passion is blocked, it usually reflects something deeper. It's time to look beneath the surface and ask what's not being expressed. Okay. So you may notice that the passion is blocked this weekend. Okay. Maybe you've been noticing that. Let's see. What can you expect this weekend for Virgo? What can Virgo expect this weekend? That's a lot too. Jeez Louise. Okay. Friend zone. One of you wants more, but the other only sees this as a friendship. You can't force chemistry when it's not there. Okay. All right. Something new or someone new. Someone unexpected could soon shift your perspective on love. You're not done discovering what your heart is capable of. Okay. And undefined. You're sharing energy, time, and maybe even intimacy, but no one's naming what this is. If you feel uncertain, it's because the foundation is unclear. Okay. And it's because of open relationship. An open relationship isn't for the faint of heart. Set clear rules, communication, and be respectful of boundaries. Explore with care. Okay. Mixed signals is behind that. Okay. Let's see why this is here, Virgo. All right, maybe you're keeping things friendly. Okay. The spirit could be saying like someone new is going to come into your life or is coming into your life, to change your perspective on love. You could be keeping it undefined. Why is this message here for Virgo this weekend? Why is this message here for Virgo this weekend? Control, right? Releasing, taking back power, kinky in the bedroom, okay? Because of obstacles, right? Blocks, pathways, delays. Okay. So Virgo, you could be like maybe keeping things friendly or like undefined. Maybe even not recognizing that spirit is bringing someone new into your life to help you like reheal your emotions because of you trying to control things. Okay. Clarify open relationship. Okay. Blonde female, lighter hair, laid back. Okay. With communication, texting, phone calls, online. Okay. All right. So okay. And this is because of an open relationship with like maybe someone that's blonde or just, has lighter hair or just laid back. All right. So why did these messages come out for Virgo this weekend, Spirit? Please clarify these messages. One more. All right. The 9 of Swords is on the bottom. What is the stress about, Virgo? All right. Why are you stressed? All right. Let's see. Why are these messages here for Virgo this weekend? Yeah, you stressed. Okay. Whatever stress you're going through, Virgo, you're putting up this block. Okay. Your stress is causing you to put up a block. Okay. And I feel like Spirit's asking you to, stop doing that. Okay. Yeah, the King of Cups and the Wheel of Fortune is like the King of Cups is the king that has a whole lot of love and doesn't necessarily share it. I feel like someone is going to share their emotions with you. Okay. Clarify these messages for Virgo. Clarify these energies for Virgo this weekend, Spirit. This could be also like you sabotaging the situation as well by holding back or by blocking or putting up this defense, right? The Eight of Swords, because of the Three of Pentacles, okay? The reason why you feel stuck or limited is because this requires you to give a little, okay? The Three of Pentacles is about cooperation, you know? You give some, I give some, or you participate, I participate. We work together. Yeah, the Three of Pentacles and the Six of Pentacles. It's like working together to, you know, do this, right? Yeah. And I feel like you know that someone is actually stepping up to do this. Okay. And I feel like it's like you're sabotaging it because you're afraid. Okay. The Moon, the Nine of Wands, the Fool, and the Queen of Cups. Okay. You're allowing fear, maybe fear from past situations. And you know, like, yeah, definitely from past situations to like, you know, cause you to like be guarded towards like taking a leap of faith into like maybe new love. Okay. Um, yeah. Yeah. You're delaying it because of like, you know, past disappointments. Okay. Yeah. But spirit's kind of asking you to maybe like remove that, you know, like um take that thought process and take that energy out of this, you know. You can be sabotaging a situation by, you know, keeping yourself limited by fear and guardedness. Instead of like acting on faith when it comes to love, you're trying to control things. Okay. Because of open relationship. Okay. Yeah. You could be keeping something open. Okay. But Spirit's saying this is more than open. Okay. Ace of Pentacles, okay, for you is more than open. Okay. That's a solid new beginning. Okay. But you're worried about something being toxic. And that's coming from your past. Okay. That's that guarded energy. Okay. Open relationship for Virgo. Mhm. The spirit wants you to be make a concrete decision. Okay. Like, yeah, be more decisive. Okay. And stop holding back your emotions. Okay. Be more decisive. Stop holding back your emotions. Okay. And choose a path with the Two of Wands energy. Okay. Because doing so is justice. All right. Um, yeah. And this is all because you are holding back from a connection, right? Yeah. And spirit wants you to make a decision from your intuition. Okay. Um, yeah. End a cycle. If you're still like, you know, having like casual connections with other people, it's causing you to maybe like, you know, be mentally conflicted about like, you know, what you should be doing or whatever the case may be. Yeah. Especially this open relationship vibe. Yeah. So what can Virgo expect this weekend, Spirit? Okay. The Lover's Energy show with the Eight of Cups. Someone could be making a decision to like let this go. What can Virgo expect this weekend? Things could move into a better state this weekend. Okay. Someone could actually let something go. Okay. So when I said someone could be making a decision to let something go, they could be letting something go from their past. Okay. To have a new beginning. Someone's like ready to make a decision that they've been holding back from. Okay. Because they've been, you know, maybe juggling a relationship or juggling the idea of one. Okay. So that's what you can expect this weekend, Virgo. Apply how it fits, you know. Moving on to Leo. All right. For Leo, Holy Spirit, angels in heaven, What can Leo expect this weekend? One more. Right. Okay, Spirit. What can Leo expect this weekend? Done settling. You're no longer lowering the bar to make love fit. If it's not meeting you at your level, it's not meant for you. Okay. So you are done settling, right? Fading feelings. When the feelings start fading, what's left? Reflect on what you're holding on to. Is it the past or potential? Okay. And block passion. When passion is blocked, it usually reflects something deeper. It's time to look beneath the surface and ask what's not being expressed. Okay. I feel like you're like, you're done settling. You see the feelings are fading. The passion is blocking. It's all because of ulterior motives. Someone's words and actions aren't lining up. And that's not an accident. There's an agenda here. And love might not be it. Okay. And infatuation is behind that. Someone could see, maybe have like a hidden agenda. Okay. This could be a blonde female, or this could be someone with lighter hair, someone that's more laid back. Okay. All right, let's see. For Leo spirit, why these messages come out for Leo? Done settling, fading feelings, block passion. Courting man, uniform, professional male. Okay. Because of work, profession, college, workplace. Okay. So you can be dating someone at work, okay, or ulterior motives. Children, childlike, innocence, fun. Okay. Because of freedom, casual, being single, lightness, and home. Okay. So Leo, if you are in the energy where you're done settling, okay, you might see feel like feelings are fading in a situation, the passion is blocked, and you might be dating someone from work. Okay. You might be over a past situation because you might feel like they have ulterior motives. This can be someone you have children with, but if you are free from them with the freedom card, you may feel like happy. Look, before I even said it, I was gonna say you might feel happy that you're free. Okay. Um, yeah. Yeah, you are happy. Okay. Um, you at one point you were concerned about this connection that had you kind of stuck, but you're happy now. Okay. Yeah. Why are these messages here for Leo this weekend? Okay, the Three of Swords, because of the moon. Okay. So there could have been some grief because of maybe things not being shared or things being hidden. Okay. Hidden emotions. Okay. Why are these messages here for Leo? All right. The Queen of Swords and the Nine of Cups. Okay. The feminine might have made the feminine could have made a decision that they felt like was best for them. Okay. The Tower, Eight of Cups, and the Ten of Swords. Okay. This definitely could have caused a tower. Okay. Where someone walked away, things ended, and it could have all been because of a secret. Okay. Yeah, it's like the feminine chose to do what was best for them. Okay. And because of that, it caused a tower and someone walking away. Things ended. Right. Ulterior motives. Why is this here for Leo? Yeah. Right. The Knight of Wands and the Eight of Wands. Mhm. So the feminine might have felt like the masculine had ulterior motives to, like, come towards them, especially if it's like if they had to step up or take responsibility over like take over some responsibilities or some burdens. Okay. Yeah, that were created in the relationship. Okay. So the feminine could have been like, oh, the masculine is, reaching out to me or taking action towards me because now they have to take over some responsibilities that were created in our relationship. Almost like looking for, support or handout or assistance. Okay. Ulterior motives for Leo. Mhm. One, two, and the Queen of Pentacles. And yeah, you are financially stable, maybe with the Queen of Pentacles energy, and they want you to give them something. Okay. So you may already pick up on their ulterior motives. You might feel like that's the reason why they're coming towards you. Okay. Wanting to move things forward. You're avoiding communicating with this person. You're avoiding this person. You're not interested. Okay. You're not interested in healing things. You're choosing to go in a different direction. You're not interested in that at all. You're like, I'm not giving you nothing. Okay. That's what you're giving. For real. Right. So what can Leo actually expect this weekend, Spirit? What can Leo actually expect this weekend? A new beginning with somebody else. Oh my goodness. It's a new beginning with somebody else. Okay. It's a new beginning with someone else. Okay. That you're ready for. Okay. Um, hmm hmm Yeah, because you're holding back from someone, it's like it gives you the opportunity to move forward. Yeah, you're declining someone's advances. Okay. Um, and now you get to kind of just like work on, doing things that are best for you and work on moving things into a better state for yourself. Um, yeah, since like you're starting something new with someone and you're ready for it. Okay. And I feel like you're showing the universe that you're ready for this new because you're holding back from someone's advances. You're like, I don't want that. Like whatever you're offering me, I don't want it. Right? You don't want it because you already know what it's about. It's ulterior motives. It's like, oh, now you have the responsibilities that we created in our relationship when we were together. Now that I'm gone, you have to do it yourself, and that's why you're reaching out to me. It's like, yeah, you already know where it's coming from. You're like, I'm not giving you anything. Like, you know what I'm saying? For whatever reason you feel, I can't tell you. I can't tell you the reason why you're doing that. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Shook. What's up, Dula? How you doing? What's going on, Dula? Moving on to Cancer. All right. For Cancer spirit, what can Cancer expect this weekend? More. All right. Infatuation. Someone's infatuated with you too. Okay. So, all right. For Cancer, what can Cancer expect this weekend, spirit? Hmm. false connection. The bond may be karmic, temporary, or just meant to teach. Either way, it's not what it appeared to be. Okay. All right. Love lesson. Don't let a history of failed relationships get you down. Gather the lessons and ditch the baggage. All right. Could have been a false connection. Spirit's like, don't let that get you down. Take the lesson that you learned from that. Okay. But ditch the baggage. Miles apart. Even though you're physically apart, you're deeply emotionally entangled. Long distance love is never easy, but it's not impossible. Okay. So this is loving from a distance. And bad timing. The universe isn't punishing you, it's protecting you from what isn't fully aligned yet. What's truly meant for you won't miss you. Okay. So you may be distant from someone, but Spirit's like is a reason why. Okay. And it's all because of rushing things, rushing through the romance. Hit pause and let things simmer. Good things take time, and so does lasting love. Okay. Yeah. And secrets and lies is right behind that. So Spirit's like I'm protecting you. Okay. Right. So let's see. You could have been in a false connection, right? If you were in a false connection, take the lesson that you learned from that and move on. Okay. If you are distant from someone, it's because the timing is not right. Okay. Especially if it started off quickly with the rushing things energy. Why does message come out for Cancer? Mature woman, socialite, connector, high society. Okay. So Cancer, you could be a mature woman, okay, because of wallflower, limited potential, shy, withholding. Someone else can not be, okay. The mature woman says socialite, so she's, knows everybody. She's out, she's partying, she knows all different events and stuff like that. But someone else is a wallflower, okay. They don't even like to go out, okay. But there could be some travel or movement, okay. Clarify rushing things, okay. There could be communication about how things might have moved rather quickly, or clarify rushing things. New love, new person, unknown person. Because of true love, pure love, honest connection, control. Okay. So, Cancer, if you were once in a false connection, right, that ended, take the lesson that you learned from that and release the baggage. You could be distanced from a situation or from someone new, okay? And it's because of bad timing, right? Don't try to control things. Don't try to force it. Don't try to rush it, okay? There could be a reason why. It seems like you are like a mature woman, socialite, and someone's more of a wildflower. Let's dive deeper into it. All right, for Cancer spirit. Right. What's happening for Cancer this weekend? Why did these messages come out? What's happening for Cancer this weekend? Okay. So Cancer, because you're so much of a socialite or whatever, right? For real. Someone was worried about if this is going, if this was going even going to make them happy, like if this is what they even wanted, and they feel kind of, guilty about that. Okay. And maybe that's because it could be a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius, but it's someone that made a decision to push the opportunity away. Okay. But with the Four of Swords energy and the Nine of Swords, they are maybe recovering from whatever anxiety, they were dealing with that could have made them feel that way. Okay. They could maybe want to talk to you about this weekend, right? Yeah, and it gave that energy like you coming out as like the socialite and they're the wallflower, Clarify rushing things. for Cancer. Okay. The Eight of Cups and Tower. Okay. So your person might have felt like, things were moving rather fast, especially if they had just maybe walked away from something that, was a huge tower for them. Okay. hmm Yeah. You got the Queen of Swords, the Three of Swords, and the Ten of Swords. Okay. Someone could definitely be, either telling you their truth about, something that could have happened with them. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this is why the masculine was holding back. Okay. Maybe they were in a connection with someone who broke their heart, betrayed them. Okay. This is why they were holding back, rushing things. Okay. You could be someone new or something like that. Yeah. The Star and the Two of Pentacles. Okay, so whoever you've been connecting to, Cancer, this someone is like, recovering from the back and forth, maybe if they wanted to even be in a connection. Okay. Because that was the problem or the conflict in them being able to make a choice with the Two of Wands. They resisted you. Okay. But what can you actually expect this weekend? What can Cancer actually expect this weekend? Maybe y'all gonna get together. Maybe y'all gonna be in union. Okay. The Two of Cups, right? Because they're ready, okay, to abandon maybe the distance between the two of you. Okay. Yeah. Because they want to talk to you. They want to talk to you about the tower that they had with someone that was rather difficult. Okay. Because they want to move on from it with the Chariot. Okay. Yeah. And they maybe have been working on presenting you with this offer, or, want to put in the effort on the opportunity between the two of you. So y'all might actually come into union this weekend or start to talk about it. Someone that wants to tell you about why they were holding back or what they experienced. Okay. All right. That's all I have for you, Cancer. Moving on to Gemini. Back hurt. I was painting and stuff today, y'all. Home renovation. Now I'm feeling all the feels. Okay. Like my back is hurting. My knuckles hurt. I your knuckles hurt from pain. But it's like my hand was getting like tension in it. Mm. I ain't used to feel this, these aches and pains. I didn't used to feel these aches and pains. I used to be able to do stuff like paint and push stripes and all that type of stuff on my wall, and just bounce back from it like no problem. All I did was paint one color and one room too. I started with a small room, and my body's hurting. For Gemini spirit, what can Gemini expect this weekend? What can Gemini expect this weekend, spirit? What was this that flipped out? Marriage vows. Woo, Lord. What can Gemini expect this weekend, spirit? What can Gemini expect this weekend, spirit? Still standing. Oh, that's a lot too. Okay. Still standing. Okay. You didn't let hard times become a breaking point. This is a love that deepens with every test. Okay. Okay. happily ever after. You're no longer wondering if it's the right person. You're building something beautiful with them. Okay. And lingering X. And look, this one flipped out and then flipped back over, but I'm going to take it. Lingering X. Whether they're still talking or just secretly hoping, an X is impacting how this connection is unfolding. Okay. There is an X somewhere lurking. Okay. Because of divine timing. Things may feel slow or uncertain, but the universe is right on time. Love is unfolding exactly when it's meant to. Okay. And power couple is right behind that. Listen, Gemini. Okay. It's giving some movement. All right. All right. Why did this message come out for Gemini this weekend, Spirit? Please clarify this message for Gemini. All right. Why are these messages here for Gemini this weekend? Career, business success, advancement. Okay. Because of soulmate, great connection, relationship, destiny again. Okay. Okay. Hmm. Okay. So you can be having some success with a soulmate or in a relationship because it's part of your destiny. Okay. Why is divine timing here for Gemini? Even if it seems slow, it's because it is happening in God's perfect timing. Okay. Like long distance, foreign themes, distance, and dark male, darker than lighter. Okay. Because of short term, quick fling endings, time. Okay. Something had to take time. Okay. It needed time. If there was distance with the dark male, it needed time. Okay. All right. One more for Gemini. Okay. All right. The Six of Cups is on the bottom. Okay. So this can be a past commitment. Okay. Or maybe someone's reminiscing on the past. Why did this message come out for Gemini this weekend? The Nine of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, the Four of Swords. Okay. Mm. So someone could be like ready to recover some heartache, okay, or recover from some heartache. If they've been avoiding you or avoiding a decision, it's like they're, that's coming to a close. Clarify these messages for Gemini. Why these messages come up for Gemini this weekend? Yeah. The Nine of Wands and the Hermit. Okay. If someone was like, maybe to themselves or like, distant, okay, it's because, of them being guarded, cautious, yeah, but they want to give to this. Okay, Six of Pentacles. This could be someone that's like apologizing to make things right with you. Okay. Why are these messages here for Gemini this weekend? Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. All right. The Two of Cups and the Ten of Wands. Okay. This could have made like being in union or coming together in union rather difficult. Okay. If someone was coming through guarded, right? They're making a decision. Okay. Definitely being transparent and honest about, why they might have pushed the connection away. Okay. Because of them having like, maybe an attachment or a fear of abandonment. Okay. This could be an Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, but this is someone that's like taking action to maybe let their past go. Okay. Past disappointments. Okay. Walk away from past disappointments so that they can have a new beginning with the Ace of Cups. Right. It's like someone is like willing to like release grief that they might have been carrying with them that's been making the connection difficult. Clarify divine timing. Judgment. Page of Pentacles. Okay. So that's why Spirit's like this had to happen in the right time. Okay. For someone to make this decision, to present an offer. Okay. Yeah, because someone was dealing with healing. Okay. Maybe dealing with a lot, trying to recover from it. Okay. But they're ready to give. Okay. This is the King of Wands, the one that's taking action. Right. So whoever the masculine was stuck, mentally stuck, felt restricted, not knowing exactly what to do. It's like they want to work on moving things forward. Okay. Yeah. Okay. So what can Gemini actually expect this weekend? What action can Gemini actually expect this weekend? Oh. So y'all talking about it? The Ten of Pentacles? Okay. Talking about, the Ten of Pentacles. Right. Because the High Priestess, right? Someone's been like, maybe holding this in, maybe their desire or want. Okay. Yeah. It's like, but also like someone, I feel like intuitively knows they have to like release their past. Yeah, because it's sabotaging things. It's making them hold back. Okay. So yeah. You guys can be talking about long term this weekend. Mm-hmm. 2. Yeah. Okay. Okay, now. So you could be talking about a long-term commitment that someone was in. Okay. You're talking about the disappointment that they experience. Okay. Because they want a new beginning. Right. Yeah. They've taken the time to really look at things and they see that this can actually work out. So you're talking about a long-term commitment that they were probably in. All right. So that's what I have for you, Gemini. Moving on to Taurus. Who's Emily? Oh, hey, pretty pink. How are you? Moving on to Taurus, and then we got Aries, and then I'm gonna go to sleep because I'm tired. Because I'm tired. I'm dehydrated. All right, Taurus. All right, let's see. Taurus. What can Taurus expect this weekend? What can Taurus expect this weekend? My Taurus friend is going to see Cardi B. Like, what can Taurus expect this weekend? She should be having a fun-filled time this weekend. Right. What can Taurus expect this weekend? What's up, Bishop? How you doing? Happy Friday. Ooh, okay. I got cars mixed in. What can Taurus expect this weekend, Spirit? Power couple. You amplify each other's gifts and evaluate each other's goals. Elevate each other's goals. You're building more than a relationship. You're building an empire. Loving yourself. Loving yourself is the ultimate romance. Invest in you, grow, glow, and get to know how great you really are. Okay. Because of digital love, you're vibing through the screens, but don't romanticize a connection that hasn't been tested in real life. Okay. Rushing things is behind that. Don't rush it. Okay. Now, this does look like it has the potential of something real with the power couple energy, but you loving on yourself is going to bring about the best outcomes for you, more positive outcomes for you than even getting in a connection. Okay. All right. Why did this message come out for Taurus this weekend? Why did these messages come out for Taurus this weekend? They flipped over. The family is on the bottom. Origin, soul, family, groups. Okay. You could be connecting with a new group. Clarify these messages for Taurus this weekend, Spirit. You may feel like these people are like family. Okay. Fun times, parties, events, having fun. Didn't I just say my Taurus friend going to see Cardi B? Could be connecting with a new group of people or just new people because of home, property, real estate, residence. Okay. Yeah. It could be something at home, or maybe you're talking about home or something with a home. Digital love, why is it here? You could be having fun times at home. Parties at home. Digital love for Taurus. You don't rush things, so don't rush it. Digital love. Digital love. Soulmate, open relationship, and then home again. Great connection, relationship, no commitment, casual openness. With home, short term. Okay, so don't rush, Taurus. All right, the star energy is showing, and you want to take a leap though. You want to take a leap so bad. Okay, maybe this person's being romantic and stuff like that. You want to take that leap. You want to go straight in. Spirit's like, hold tight. Okay, like for real. Why are these messages here for Taurus this weekend? Okay, the 10 of Cups, right? You see the happily ever after. Okay, you are ready to invest. You're saying like this can work. Okay, I see this being real good in my life. Okay, all right. You see the power couple image. I see it. You see the power couple energy. All right, I got you. Okay, you may be having fun. Okay, the death energy, right? You might feel like this is a transformation. Okay, the 3 of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Okay, you are done. I feel like you are done with bargaining in love. Okay, where you almost have to like compromise or shortchange yourself, when it comes to love. Okay. So this offer with this Ace of Pentacles or this opportunity that you see presented in front of you, you're like, I want that. Okay. Temperance and the Fool, you're like, I'm ready to get it. Okay. I'm ready for that. Okay. You could be ready to make a decision, but I feel like Spirit's like, hold your horses. Okay. Why is digital love here for Taurus? With soulmate and friendship. Open relationship. Listen, the moon and the devil, you don't know everything. Okay. All right. You may be disappointed, okay, with the Four of Cups energy, all right? Um, so the Two of Wands and the Knight of Wands, um, you might be like spirit may be guiding you to like go in a different direction because this person can be like be a player, you know? No. This person is choosing a path because they are maybe letting something go. Anything else for digital love? Mm. It's like maybe someone's like pushing themselves to communicate in a way. But what can Taurus actually expect to happen this weekend? Okay. You're gonna have new love suddenly. Okay, it's a sudden new love. It's a sudden new love. And you're like, this is everything I want, and I want this, and it's perfect, and I want to go straight forward. And spirit like, hold on. Okay. You don't know some other stuff going on underneath the surface. And I feel like this is someone that's not happy in their situation or in period right now. And so they're choosing to come towards you or choosing to take action or move forward to find something new. But it's because they're letting something go. So if someone is like s- still caught up, you know? So don't jump too far ahead. Okay. So you're meeting someone new maybe this weekend or something's happening that's new this weekend and you're like, I want that. Okay. So just be careful, Taurus. Don't jump head first. Okay. This connection hasn't been tested yet, right? Um, you just got all the feels right now. Moving on to Aries. Okay, Aries. All right, Holy Spirit is in heaven. What can Aries expect this weekend? One more. Family echoes is on the bottom. Old family patterns may be playing out in your love life. Until those echoes are healed, they'll keep repeating them, through new faces. Okay. So it could be some old family things, stuff you've seen growing up, or that your family members have experienced or whatever that's showing up again. And even maybe with new people. So, right. For Aries spirit, what can Aries expect this weekend? Okay. Divine timing. Things may feel slow or uncertain, but the universe is right on time. Love is unfolding exactly when it's meant to. Okay. So it may seem slow, but it's not. Physical passion. This connection is charged with desire. Just make sure hearts aren't getting lost in the heat. Okay. So the physical passion is there. Right. This card also flipped out. Toxic talk. The way you're speaking to each other is causing harm. Not healing. Okay, start over. The way you're speaking to each other is causing harm, not healing. Words have energy, and right now they're wounding. Okay. All right. So you may be talking bad to each other. Okay. But the passion and desire is there, and it's all because of friend zone. One of you wants more, but the other only sees this as a friendship. You can't force chemistry when it's not there. Okay. Yeah. Undefined is right behind that. It's like keeping this like just casual type energy. All right. Is that one of those family echoes or patterns that you might have seen, or is that something that is carrying over? Why did this message come out for Aries this weekend, Spirit? Divine timing, physical passion, and toxic talk. It's like even though the desire is not that, even though the desire is there passionately, there's a reason why things are being kind of held up. True Gem came out with Dating Queen, but it didn't turn over. Divine timing, physical passion, and toxic talk for Aries. True Gem came out, okay. So it says valuable quality jewelry. Okay. Because of passion, chemistry, passionate feeling. Okay. Yeah. So someone could be giving you some jewelry because they have this passion for you, or maybe they value the passion between the two of you. Okay. Clarify friend zone for Aries. Soulmate. Great connection, relationship, and freedom. Casual, being single, lightness. Okay. So with dating on the bottom, whining, dining, romance. Okay. Control behind that. Right. So someone could be keeping things kind of casual so they can control, like, how things go, or, you know, maybe you're keeping this relationship light so that, um, you can control like how you date, or whether you should date or go out, or the wine and dining piece, right? Because you can say, well, we're not together, we're just friends. It's like almost limits the expectation of whining and dining, right? Okay. Right. Bullshit. That's the Five of Souls energy. It's bullshit. Yeah, that's bullshit. Yep. Yeah. Ten of Cups of Justice. Cups for Aries. Okay. All right. Why these messages come out for Aries this weekend, Spirit? Okay. The Page of Cups and a Nine of Cups. You may get a message or an apology that is exactly what you wanted, Aries. Okay. Why these messages come out for Aries this weekend? Mm-hmm. Especially because I played the Page of Cups over the toxic talk. If this is, apologies coming through because of the toxic talk. Okay, look, things are moving into a better state this weekend. Okay. Yeah. Because maybe someone sees clearly how they might have caused some confusion. Why did these messages come out for Aries this weekend? Okay. Yeah, the confusion is what caused things to kind of be held up. Okay. The Queen of Pentacles, the King of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Five of Wands. Okay. Yeah. So this is someone that's removing the conflict, okay, because they do see you as a wish fulfillment. This is about, getting over the past, letting the past go, and doing what's right, like um, making things right, or, you know, presenting you with justice, or you getting justice, okay? This can be a conversation you guys are having, or someone is, realizes that things have been kind of like in limbo, okay? Why is friend zone here for Aries? Why is friend zone here for Aries, Spirit? Someone stepping up, okay? And taking ownership for the fact they might have sabotaged things, okay? The Emperor and the Nine of Swords, or even like cause you stress, okay? Yeah, by ending a long-term commitment, maybe. hmm Yeah, maybe they, cause there to be a block or cause there to be difficulty by doing so. Wise friends on here, yeah. So maybe someone realized this in their quiet time. Okay, maybe they're telling you that they realized this while they were alone, or while they took some time to themselves, and it's because maybe they suppressed their emotion for you with the King of Cups, by resisting, right? Anything else for friend zone for Aries? Okay, the Three of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Yeah, someone could have hurt you by being dishonest, right? Yeah, but with the Wheel of Fortune energy on the bottom, that's a divine timing energy. Okay, so there's a change to someone holding back. Okay, it's like they're ready to begin a new cycle. You know, maybe no longer keeping it as friends. You know, they're definitely looking at how they might have sabotaged things, taking ownership for the fact that they did. They could be apologizing for talking crazy to you. Okay, things are moving into a better state. Yeah, like a bunch of confusion could have held things up, but someone is definitely removing the conflict. They feel guilty. They feel weighed down for bullshit that blocked this connection. Okay, they feel guilty for the mind games, the manipulation, Five of Swords energy, playing games that could have blocked this from progressing forward with the Empress. Okay, yep, they regret maybe keeping secrets from you. They're ready to begin a new cycle. So this weekend, Aries, it looks like you get an apology that you wanted. Okay, yeah, that's what I have for you. Should I hope this helped, and I look forward to seeing y'all all very soon. I'm about to do these timestamps and lay it down. Miss you guys already. Bye. Bye, Bishop. Bye, LaShawn. Pretty in pink. Of course, she's pretty in pink. Pretty pink. Dula, thank you for being here. Danielle. Andrea. Thank y'all. I appreciate y'all so very much. Enjoy your weekend. Bye.